And a surprise who would win to end out the week of who would win. This is a happy birthday to Samantha Blake. Yes, Samantha, I have finally gotten to one of your requests. Lo and behold, the miracle of me is here. Anyway, this is Crona from, Soul Eater. I had to remember which one that is. Soul Eater. My girlfriend says she likes Soul Eater, if I'm not forgetting. Soul Eater, and Alex Mercer from Prototype. Now, I've done Alex once or twice. He's a pretty tough cookie. Because he has the blacklight virus, he's not, I mean, he is human and he isn't. I mean, by all accounts, he is human DNA-wise, but by everything else, he's a little beyond that because the blacklight virus turned him basically into this living amalgamation of, I guess what's the best way to put it, kind of like a techno-organic individual. What it means is his body doesn't have physical mass in the same way ours does. He can morph his body into blades, into giant claws, wings, hammers, you name it. As long as he can think, he can transform into it. This also allows him enhanced durability, strength, and most importantly, excessive regenerative capabilities. He can't be hurt by standard equipment like a normal person would. He can't be shot with a bullet and go down. It's gonna just go through him. He can't be sliced with the blade. He'll just okay, fine. He can be injured and damaged. It just takes excessive amounts of force to do so, or a bomb going off right near him, and even that he can kind of survive. And even if he is hurt, he can absorb biomass from other individuals because that's what the black light basically allows him. He can go, boom, oh, I'm going to merge that with me. I'm all good. And hey, I also gained an ability from that thing. If in theory he were to go into the Marvel universe, which I did do an MCU Alex Mercer video at one point, if he were to in theory go into the Marvel or DC or any throw him into frickin' My Hero Academia, oh god, he would theoretically gain the quirk of anyone he pretty much absorbed the biomass of. Even if he only gained a little bit, even if he only took a finger, in theory, he could gain every one of their quirks. In theory. With the exception of maybe One for All, but even that, he could still probably get because it's a DNA thing. Regardless. Mercer is extremely capable, and he's very highly trained, has gone up against, fascist governments, and not fascist, but you know what I mean. He's gone up against heavily militarized opponents before. Crona is the adopted offspring of Medusa. I don't even know I think the Crona might be the biological offspring of Medusa. Either way, they are the offspring of Medusa. Now I say they because it is actually also explicitly stated they don't talk about Crona's actual gender. Crona has male mannerisms and female mannerisms. Crona looks male, and especially with anime and manga, does look like a kind of a meek guy, but also looks on the feminine side. So I gotta be careful on pronunciation because Crona is neither a he nor a she. Crona is basically a them, they, or anything else you want to throw out there. But Crona, to basically kind of create the perfect offspring, Crona was given a death weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Because in Soul Eater, there are misers, and then there are the soul weapons. Can't remember what they're called exactly. Hold on, Crona. What exactly are they called? I know there's a name for them. Hold on. The dude of bonded blackbud. Go away, ad. I don't like you. Let's see here now. With this technique, okay, Ragnarok. I know the name of the death weapon is Ragnarok. Is the weapon partner of Crona. Okay, that's all. It's a weapon partner. And the weapon partners in Soul Eater are their own sentient individuals, and they work in tandem with the misers, which are the Soul Eaters. One of the Crona's main abilities, a special type of blood known as black blood, is basically infused within them. Unique bond between them and Ragnarok. This allows them to gain power after Ragnarok eats souls and manipulate their own blood to liquefy or hardening. With Ragnarok, they are able to, you do basically weapon things, because each individual has a humanoid form weapon, but also has their weapon form, which is different. The main characters, for instance, turns into a scythe. Ragnarok, due to their bond being melted into a pot of black blood and mixture poured in Crona's bloodstream, Crona and them share a bond. Maka remarked that because Ragnarok's support over their muscle system with the movements of Crona can perform extraordinary strength feats, blah, 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 also regulates Crona's blood and hardens it to prevent from damaging Crona. Transformation, using a black blood manipulation, Ragnarok can morph the black blood into transformations. Madness of the black blood. According to the little ogre, this madness allows Crona to be able to feel fear and deny their own soul. Interesting. Ultimate weapon, miser type. Due to Crona, their fusion, they have advanced weapon usage. Kenjutsu, very skilled in sword. And that is the thing. Now I'm remembering, Ragnarok's form is basically this sword with mouths, if I'm remembering correctly. Now, he can do other things like Ragnarok can, like gooey spikes, can force open the mouth of a giant moon. Use black blood for armor. Let's see here. They also have. They also are capable of releasing high resonating screams, basically from the mouth, and using it as like sound-based attacks. This is how in Death Vale, spoilers, they were able to beat Venom. Is that they pretty much had sound-based attacks. They can create, oh god, there's so many black bug techniques. They can create needles, spikes, shields. There's also thorn techniques. God, Crona's got a lot of crap under their belt. My slip of the tongue. Because honestly, no, nothing personal to anyone who is non-binary. I mean, when I look at Crona, like my initial impression is a girl, but again, there's no confirmation, so I'm trying to be, respective and say they or them. If these two went head to head, who would win? Well, if Mercer can even get a hold of Crona, Mercer's gonna win. But the trick there is that Mercer has to get a hold, has to touch Crona in order for that to do. And Crona's got enough range, techniques and weaponry to definitely make that difficult on Mercer's part. The question is, will Crona have enough firepower to actually put down Mercer for good? I will say that this is tough. I would say that the fight would probably start. I doubt these characters are really, again, like a lot of these scenarios, these characters probably wouldn't fight each other. Alex has no interest going after a little kid, and Crona probably doesn't initially see Alex as a threat so long as Alex isn't being threatening to Crona. However, let's say they see Alex like pull some like demonic level shit and be like, okay, we gotta kill this guy. Come on, Brett. It's like, well, I don't really want to. And it's like, sorry. And then, comes in, fires sound blast at him. He just, then, he comes, fires, his, manipulates his arm, stretches out, elongates the blades, but Crona's black blood kind of counters that, and now they're going toe-to-toe to a certain degree. There is a catch with the black blood, as powerful as it is. And give me 1 second, I want confirmation on this. Special blood type. So it is a special blood type, but okay, hold on. Synthetically made and weaponized bodily fluid. But because it's bodily fluid, even though it's synthetic, it is still organic, which means it is still organic material within Crona. So while the black blood would have a lot of cool tricks to throw at Alex, the problem with black blood for an opponent to go up against an opponent like Alex is the fact that it's an organic material from the human body, which means in all relative reason, he should be able to absorb that. So, I mean, he would have to figure it out first, but when he realizes that, hey, this is still blood, I can still absorb this, that's when I think the tides start to turn. I think a long enough fight draws out, Crona might be able to at least incapacitate Alex. But the problem with that is how long of a fight are we talking? And furthermore, the fact that by all accounts, Alex should be able to absorb the black blood. We have a scenario where as soon as Crona starts throwing out any black blood techniques, as soon as Alex also figures out that he can absorb the black blood techniques, Crona's on the losing side of the fight. And Crona will be, firing out techniques, and Alex start walking towards them, and just boom, she starts actually just go. And I think Crona would have figured out, it's like, this guy's where my black blood is. Get out of there, stupid! As Ragnarok like berates. Jeez, what are you doing? And he's absorbing black blood. This is different, but it works. And he just comes in, and just throws spikes and stuff. And ultimately, I would see Alex probably being the victor for having a much higher durability factor, as he can just kind of come back from anything as long as there's sufficient enough material for him. And Crona's biggest strength actually becomes a weakness, because what their biggest strength is an organic material from their body. So there's no reason I think Alex can't absorb that. So really, it's just a matter of how long can Crona last in this fight. And to be fair, with the range attacks, the sonic attacks, thorn attacks, with all the stuff that Crona is actually capable of doing, I do see Crona lasting out a good while, to be honest. Like, I don't see Crona Crona just dropping dead and just being completely defeated. No, I think Crona could hold their own for a good while. But ultimately, that is just my opinion. What do you think? Do you think Crona would actually win? Do you think I'm completely off my rocker? Or do you think Alex is the one who takes the win? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. I'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.